Welcome to the final round boxing podcast. Once again, we back at it. You got my chef Jimbo, and we already know.
Hey, Denars, call me Nars.
And his Uncle Pudge.
Uncle Pudge.
America's favorite uncle who loves your baby.
Who loves your baby. Listen, I'm happy to have my brother here, Denars, on. I've been trying to get him on for a couple weeks now, man.
Yeah, man, he's been trying. I've been wanting to do it, man. I've just been really busy, man. We got a lot of banquets and all kind of stuff coming up, man. So, it's the holiday season, so it's time to grind. So,
yes, sir.
I've been busy, man. But I'm glad to be here.
Yes, sir. So, baby, let me see my phone real quick, baby. Hold on. So, listen, I'm about to hit this intro, and while we got this intro going, everybody that's me, myself, Denars, Uncle Pudge, and everybody that's listening, please take this little 10, 15 seconds out, go ahead and share this stream, all right? Do us that solid favor real quick, and we'll be right back.
Get ready to rumble!
All right. We back. Hold on.
Yes, sir.
All right. Here, baby. Let me give my daughter back her phone before we have a fit.
Okay.
All right, but listen, man. I'm excited about this episode. I don't know about y'all fellas. We had a great weekend of boxing.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anything... First off, before we get started, Telly, you got anybody we need to be keeping our eye on? Because Norris, let me tell you about Uncle Pudge. He keep his eye on the up and comers, man. And he told us about Muhammad Ali grandson like a couple months before his first fight, and a couple other guys. So I don't know if you've been.
Nah.
Muhammad that boy, 2-0, both knockouts.
What's his name?
Nico.
Nico.
N-I-K-O, Nico.
Okay. Nico Ali.
Nico Ali.
Okay.
Yeah. Nico Ali something.
Yeah, he got his granddad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try to find a fight on YouTube and send it to you.
Okay.
But he did a whole lot better his second fight than his first fight.
Looking good.
Yeah.
I know you was telling me about Matt Truck.
Matt Truck. Hey, he gonna be on PBC soon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm ready for that.
I'm telling you. Keep your eye out for Miguel Rivera. Also, don't forget him.
Oh, I keep forgetting about me. I gotta check him out. You gotta remind me.
Yeah.
Miguel who?
Rivera. He looks exactly like Muhammad Ali. Hair shape, everything, and he fights like him.
Wow.
His name is Miguel Rivera. He has a jab that will knock you out.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's 22-0. And his name is up there. They talking about maybe he fight Broner. They starting to throw some names out there for him to fight. The boy is bad, but two guys we should actually keep a lookout for is the guys that was on the undercard right before the main event. Those two guys they're nice. Both the way their fight stopped, accidentally.
Yeah, I didn't like the way it stopped.
Yeah, I thought
you talking about Endom or whatever.
Yeah, Endom.
Yeah,
and they can go.
I didn't catch the
They been
undercard.
They
I
was
didn't catch
fighting
it.
good, man. There's some
Yeah.
straight fights now.
Yeah, man, it was a nice undercard.
Yeah.
But those two, keep an eye on them because they both were undefeated, but that headbutt, accidental headbutt stopped.
Stop the
And
fight.
I'm like, man. And then
But that champion, the Dominican, no, I think he was Brazilian or something like that.
Yeah, he was
With the
Brazilian.
green trunks.
Yeah.
He knew what he was doing to stop that fight, though. He said, "Can you continue?" He knew he was up on the scorecards.
Yeah.
So by them being after 4 rounds, you know what I'm saying? They could go ahead and
go to the scorecards.
Go to the scorecard. So he knew he was gonna get an easy win. You know.
Yeah, because I'm like,
nasty headbutt though.
Because that was a nice fight. I was looking at, they're going at it.
They going.
Keep your eye on them guys.
Yeah,
those guys are coming up. Other than that, also check out Evander Holyfield's son.
Oh, I forgot about him.
I heard.
Yeah.
I seen him knock out. I forgot who it was, but he knocked the dude out in like the first round.
Muhammad Ali grandson fought right after him in that same undercard, right?
Fought on his, they was on the same
Spanish or something like that.
Like, he looked Spanish.
That's him.
I seen him. Okay.
That's him.
Yep.
He's nice.
Yeah.
He's nice.
So
He's
Evan
nice.
Holyfield and Nico Ali, you never know. They might meet up.
They might
in the future.
Hey, I like it.
Now, but let's go ahead and jump into it because before we get to the Crawford Porter fight, let's talk about Demetrius Andre. And I say I only saw one of his fights, and everything else has just been highlight. So I don't know too much about the guy, but I do know he's pretty skilled. For what 160? That's middleweight, right?
160.
Yeah.
106 pounds middleweight. Okay, yeah. So pretty much after he just had this fight with Quinley, and if you know anything about him, he's been calling out all the top guys. Man, he's been calling out Charlo, Canelo, Triple G, all of these guys. He just started calling out Benavidez, but nobody fights this guy, and it's this interview. I didn't have time to pull it up, but it's an interview I saw of Canelo. Did everybody see when Boo Boo Andre walked up to Canelo at his last fight with what's the dude? He knocked out Billy Joe Sanders. He knocked him out.
Yeah.
And Canelo said, "Oh, you're a terrible fighter. I'm never gonna fight you." So after his fight with Plant, a reporter asked him. He said, "Well, because Canelo said he'll fight Jake Paul." So the reporter asked Canelo. He said, "Well, I got a question. If you'll fight Jake Paul, do you think Jake Paul is a better fighter than Demetrius Andre?" And Canelo started laughing. He said, "No, he's not a better fighter than Andre." And he started laughing, and the dude said, "But you said you want to fight Andre because he's a terrible fighter." And Canelo said, "Well, I didn't mean it like that. He's a great fighter. But now it's just not the time to fight." So he caught him in a lie right there. But I'm just concerned after watching everything with Canelo and everything going on. I really want to see him fight Triple G, Canelo. But all the reporters and Eddie Hearn and everybody, they all are trying to push Charlo on this gentleman. But they never bring up the names of Canelo and Triple G, which I really don't understand that. What are some of y'all thoughts on that?
Because Triple G beat him both times.
He did beat him, but I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
You stay away from him because they know that he will beat him.
I agree with you on that. I think the reason they pushing Charlo because Charlo a hothead, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Charlo kind of on his way out, to be honest. He's being a hothead. He ain't doing, you know what I'm saying? He ain't handling his business right. He got a lot going on, So I think they trying to push him to fight Charlo to get his name, to get somebody that's known on his resume. You know what I'm saying? Then he'll be having the opportunity to say, "Hey man, Triple G, tighten up," or Canelo start trying to bark at these dogs more, which they'll listen to his voice a little bit more. you know, but I don't think he's really done anything or fought anybody to really catch their attention. Like, hold on, maybe this is a cash cow fight. Do you think that Andre, do you think he's a cash cow in any type of way? Is he finna bring any money to the table? It's all risk. It's all risk for them, you know?
He has some UK fans. He fights in the UK a lot. But he's American, but no, he's not a cash cow. He's not.
See, so when you're calling out these guys, you gotta have something to come with. You can't.
But he got a belt though.
Okay.
That's the only thing he got. He 31-0. He be knocking cats out left and right.
So basically, what you're saying is he's a high risk, low reward.
I'm glad you say that because I saw another interview of another fighter who asked them why hasn't Canelo and Triple G and Charlo fought this guy, and Quinley, the guy who just fought Andre Friday night, and Quinley said because he said exactly what you said. He said he's a high risk, low reward, and they said he's extremely skilled, and he said that he believes that Canelo and Triple G and Charlo don't really want to deal with him.
I agree. Why? Put yourself in their shoes. You got everything to lose.
Yeah.
And you ain't really got much to gain. What's it gonna do for your resume to whoop him? That's just another number. You might get a little belt, but where Canelo at, another belt will probably bless him a little bit more. But like he's pretty much unified, you know. Like he got a lot of belts. He just made top 6 in the world, in the history of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. So like, what else are you gonna do right now for Canelo? So I would push Canelo to the side and let him go ahead and fight this 200-pound beast that he's finna fight. I think he's sleeping on this dude. You know,
me too.
Because this dude's finna bring some pressure to him. I pray he, come right and correct for Canelo. But I believe this might be an opportunity for Canelo to get whipped. You know, he's trying to do like Gervonta Davis did, stepped up to the next weight class and whoop the man. But you picking you ain't jumping to no 170, no, you jumping to 200. You got some dudes walking around 250 and shutting and dropping down to 200. And
let's spend like 10 minutes on this real quick. How do we all feel about what Canelo just did? This dude just unified he got all the belts at 168.
Gotta respect it, man.
And he's vacating all of them to move up to fight at least it's another champion. But you have you got people like myself, Max Kellerman, man, you have so many people who's like, let me tell you what Max Kellerman said, and I like what he said. He said his problem with it is you still have people in your division. He said, because I feel the same way. When he left 154, he still had people in his division that he needed clean. He needed to clean that division up.
Yeah.
Then he left 160. He needed to clean that division up. He fought a few people. Then he left 168.
Hitting my butt every time I try to charge the thing.
Stop. Y'all chill out. I'll deal with you later. Relax. Stop. I'll deal with you later. But
hey man, I went through that earlier.
Now, because I already had this talk with them, and I'm on a podcast right now. But
Kids.
But he didn't fight anybody. At 168, he came in and got the vacated WBC title, and Benavidez lost it on the scale. And hey, I'm on a podcast. Stop. So, but you fought Plant, which is a pretty good name, but. You know, he's a pure boxer. He's a pure boxer. He was playing pity pat.
Man.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Because
if I tell
he won't
Sal,
fight nobody, man.
Sal, I hope you listening because me and Sal had a long conversation. I can't stand Canelo.
Canelo is my dude. I like the way he's smart. You know what I'm saying? Because he got what he got now. You can't take that away from him. You know, I just wish he would have fought some more of the more prominent fighters. Like, yeah, he fought
Yes.
Mayweather, but he was young, and stuff like that. But fight these
talk
other
about
guys. Fight these other guys. Mayweather put a smart move on him too. Think about it. It goes both ways. Because Mayweather
Talk to me now.
got a decent intellect up here. He
Yeah.
knows, let me catch him young. You know what I'm saying? Because when he get a little older and more polished, he gonna be trouble.
But you look at it like that. I look at it like this. Floyd was also like 33, 34 years old at that time when he fought Canelo.
Better
10
catch
years
him now.
older.
Better catch him now.
Canelo should have washed him. But at the same time, you got to remember too, Floyd wasn't calling Canelo out. Canelo was calling Floyd out. Floyd was minding his business.
Mm-hmm.
So Canelo got what you deserve.
That's true. That's true. He young, but you got to think about it too. Floyd is like, hold on. Yeah, he young. Yeah. He calling me out. You know what? Let me knock him off real quick. Some fighters you got to do like that because when they come back later, they finna mature. They finna get wiser, better, more skilled. Then it's gonna be worse for you to fight them later on when you already old. You know what I'm saying? When you older and you trying to fight these pop like. Think about Shakur Stevenson, right?
That boy, he gonna be sick, boy. Oh, he gonna be sick, boy. Woo! I can't wait.
I was just talking with Sal about this last night. Shakur Stevenson, Sal showed me the video when Shakur admitted that Terrence Crawford flushed him in a fight. Like he was talking about beating up his shoulders and stuff because he was young. He didn't want to hit him in the face, but he's like, man, Crawford could have punished me. Crawford could have punched. I'm like, wow, he's actually admitting this. And then he showed his face on the video. I'm like, yeah, that's him for real. Wow. But you look at how Shakur has advanced and grown and matured, not just in his mental, but in his body and his stature. Yeah. It's really you gonna watch out. Now I told Sal, I was like, man, watch out. Shakur might be the sleeper. He might be that one dude that slipped through the cracks and become unified, you know what I'm saying, undisputed and all that. He might snatch all them belts up, you know what I'm saying, up under these dudes. Devin Haney, all them boys, Davis. I love Davis, Errol Spence, all these dudes, these are different weight classes, obviously, but I believe that Shakur is the most pure boxer and more skilled than all of them. Really.
Jody, what fight was born, Jody? Nah,
you
but
talking about the one last night.
Yeah.
You talking about with Porter and Crawford?
That's what he talking about.
That fight wasn't born.
No, it wasn't. That fight had me on the edge. I sat up like, oh,
yeah,
man.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me and Sal, we did not sit the whole fight. We stood up the whole fight.
Matter of fact, the fight made me hate Floyd.
Oh, talking about
you talking about with Canelo?
With the Canelo.
What listen, Floyd gave a school tutorial on boxing when he fought Canelo. I love when Floyd fight. I love watching Floyd fight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man.
Me too.
Man, I love when he fight, boy. I can watch Floyd all day, boy.
Yes. Yes.
But us up here, we love boxing though.
Yes.
We listen. If you don't like if you like boxing and you say you don't like Floyd, I'm a question. I'm a question.
Most people don't like Floyd because of his character. You know what I'm saying? It's not his skill that they don't like. It's like Tom Brady.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at. You either gonna love him or you gonna hate him. There's no in between.
And I love him.
I love him too.
I love him. Man,
I love him.
I can appreciate greatness, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because when you look at it, he was not athletic at all. He just playing, but he wins.
And he was composed. Always composed.
Killer instinct out this world.
And that mind. Now
he know how to adapt better than anybody I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He can like Terrence Crawford's kind of like a little bit.
Terrence Crawford up there. He up there.
You know what I'm saying? He like but like I think Floyd. If I haven't seen nothing like Floyd before, man.
Let me tell you. After he fought Andre Berto, because I like Andre Berto. I don't care what nobody says. He's a great boxer as well. He did an interview. On his interview, I was shocked to hear him say it. I don't know if y'all saw it, But he said fighting Floyd was like it was very surreal and crazy to him because he said while he's fighting Floyd, he said he could see Floyd's eyes paying attention to. He said Floyd looking at the clock, he looking at his corner, he looking at Berto's corner, he's looking at where he's at, and while he's fighting, he said while I'm throwing punches, I can see his eyes moving here. He said Floyd is paying attention to everything. He said Floyd always knew where he was in the ring. Floyd looks at the clock and he said he watched Floyd. He said Floyd would do his little thing, and then when it was a minute left in the round, Floyd would go off. Pop, 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 pop. He'll sit back, chill 30, 45 seconds, then he'll go off. Pop, 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 do his little thing. He said Floyd, he paced himself like nobody he ever fought. But let's talk about Crawford and Porter. Okay. Baby, can I see my phone, please? It's the other phone. I need it for a little bit. Because Daddy got some topics I gotta. First off, the red phone good? Go get the red phone. See what the red phone. Who did y'all think won? First, we're gonna go up. What is your? How did you see the? Hey, no. Come on, I'm doing something.
That fight?
Yeah.
I'm looking at that fight, and honestly, I'm looking like, man, this could be a draw. Because they was just that close. I'm like, man.
Okay, hold on. After the 9th round, how did you have it scored?
After the 9th round, I'm looking, like I said, I'm looking at maybe a draw. I'm like maybe Porter up by 1 or 2 points. 1 or 2 points. Because Sean called him a couple of times when he wasn't expecting it.
Yes.
And he buckled him a couple of times.
Yeah. You saw that too? You saw that too? I saw that.
I was like, he buckled him a couple of times. I was like,
yeah.
The knees got a little wobbly.
Yep.
You know, he was smiling trying to play it off.
Yeah. But you saw some of the times when Sean caught him, Crawford like paused. Yeah. Like he went back and he paused a little bit. And he caught himself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, oh, he called him. I was like, uh-oh. But
he
man.
was him all through the rounds.
He called him, but man.
And
Bud was catching him back, though.
I seen him buckle a little bit like that. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But see, that's what I was trying to tell. I was trying to see from Plant. As you see Sean pop, pop, Pam with the jab. Pop, pop, Pam. And I wanted Plant to do the same thing. Double up on the jab and come behind it. Because that's what Sean was doing. The jab, jab, pow. And I was like, yeah, that's how you box. And they had good movement, both of them. In the ring, it was good movement. And, man, some of those punches that Crawford missed, man, if he would have connected, it might have been over sooner.
Maybe.
Because them uppercuts, when he caught him with them uppercuts, I'm like, ooh, oh, man. Like, and that hook, oh, man, I'm like, whew. When he knocked him down, I was like, it didn't even look like he hit him. And he fell. I'm like, did he slip? And he went down. But the second time, yeah, the first knockdown.
The second one, he didn't hit him when he was going down. Before he got, if you go back and watch that replay, the second knockdown, when he didn't connect with those last two punches.
No, he didn't. He connected on his way down. He connected on the one on the down.
He fell.
But when he caught him in that jaw and he fell, I was like, now he knocked him down that time. That first one, it looked like Sean maybe slipped or something. I'm like, because it didn't even look like he threw enough a power punch to put him down. I understand why his dad did it though. His dad said his preparation wasn't good, man. And you seen the clips of Bud when he smelled blood, man. He was pummeling cats.
He'll closing now.
He'll closing.
Yeah. I don't think his dad want to see his son get blasted like that.
Norris, go ahead, and then we follow up with Jody.
Okay. I had the rounds. I had Porter winning the first 5 rounds. That's first 5 round off rip. I had Porter winning those. I think Crawford snuck in and took the 6th round because I felt like Porter was taking a break on the 6th round.
Mm-hmm.
Moving into the 9th and 10th round, I felt like Crawford was figuring him out. You know what I'm saying? And start opening up out of his shell because he was getting hit. He started figuring him out, start opening up out of his shell and start throwing punches back. And once he realized that he was a little bit stronger than Porter, you know what I'm saying? He started trying to wrestle him around and start bodying him. And I think that kind of knocked Porter's confidence down a little bit, but he still was attacking, you know. But Crawford just started recognizing that Porter was telegraphing his punches. I was watching how Porter would and then try to come in, and all Crawford was doing is back step, catch with a right hook, bomb, back step, uppercut. You know what I'm saying? Jab, back step, and that's all he had to do. That's really all he had to do since the jump. But he recognized it around like the 9th round, the 8th round, moving into the 10th round. He just finished it off. But the reason about his father, talking about the reason why his father threw in the towel, you know what I'm saying, called a fight. His daddy said it's because of practice. Man, y'all fighting. You know what I'm saying? Even if he was getting caught a couple clean ones, he wasn't down and out. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't hurt. He wasn't.
No, he wasn't dazed at all.
He was mad, punching the ground, finna jump up with some passion. Now, it's your job as a coach to try to calm him down so he can focus. You know what I'm saying? Now, he might have would have took a little beating, you know what I'm saying? But you never know. He could have caught Crawford and knocked him out. But you took that opportunity away from him. And I don't respect that, man. You know, I don't respect that part. You took the opportunity away from a man who still had a ton of fight in him, who wasn't licked up. Yeah, they both had little cuts, you know what I'm saying, from the headbutting each other. But it wasn't to the point where they were opened up, messed up, and his longevity is going to be altered. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing like that. That's not what I seen. Yeah, he got caught a couple punches clean, you know what I'm saying, a couple clean punches. But that's not enough to stop a fight, man. And that's not an excuse for you to say it's because you mad, you know what I'm saying? Because you mad at how your son wanted to train the way he wanted to train and not the way you wanted to train him. So you stopped the fight just because you felt like he didn't train the way you wanted.
He did say that.
To lose.
He said that.
He said that.
That's exactly what he said.
He did.
He said his preparation in the gym is the reason why he stopped the fight.
No, he said more than that. He said what Norris said. He said
he wanted to do
he wanted to do what he wanted to do.
Yeah, he said all that.
That's what he said.
Boy.
That's what he said. And I was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Now, if there was a lack of preparation, y'all keep that between y'all locker room. You know what I'm saying? That's supposed to be between you. Yeah. You come and talk to him after y'all in the locker room, and you say, man, son, I believe you lost the fight. You wasn't prepared. You know what I'm saying? You didn't, but you bashed him in front of the world, man. You know what I'm saying?
Is it true he retired?
He retired, yeah.
He retired?
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Porter retired.
The press conference,
right
he retired. Yep.
He retired.
Oh, man, that's messed up.
I was reading that all the day. I was like, he retired.
Hold on, let's get Jody in here real quick. Yeah, Jody, what you want to talk about before we keep going on?
I mean, I'm gonna stay on subject. My feelings about Floyd have never really changed. The way I feel about Floyd is like this. I'm a person. I feel like people who like Floyd boxing style, they're the type of people that like, oh, I like football games that are 7-10. I like a defensive matchup. And if you like that, you probably like Floyd. You like the strategy, you don't like the action. And for me, Floyd, his fights are boring in me. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not really knocking nobody out. Like, my idea of boxing, I want to see two grown-ass men go in there and slobber knock each other. So when you see
you're looking at it
dance
from a
around,
base.
Man, you better watch UFC then.
You're looking at boxing as a fan base because you're not catching what the reality of boxing is. Real boxing is the art of hitting someone without being hit back.
I know, and Floyd, I will say this: his fights are boring, but I've watched his fights and I understand how Floyd has set people up to, like, you think he moving one way and you swing and then he catch you wide open with a little two-piece. That's great art form from him. So his fights but I understand why he does what he does.
Can I say this?
Nah, you don't. You want to
great.
watch his earlier fights.
I just was about to say that if you want
Watch
that
his
out of Floyd,
earlier fights.
you need to go back to Pretty Boy Floyd.
Pretty Boy Floyd.
That boy
He
was a
knocking them
monster.
out.
What?
No,
He was knocking people out.
He was knocking people out.
last
Yes, he
last
was.
night's fight,
That
right?
boy had that dog in him.
I ended up watching last night's fight, right? Because I was out and about and I happened to catch it. So I don't know the names of the gentlemen, but the dark skinned dude and the light skinned dude with the braids. From me, what I seen was it seemed like the light skinned dude.
That's
literally
Sean
just-
Porter.
That's
Okay, Porter is the light skinned dude. It literally looked like he just ran out of steam after the sixth round, because he was doing his thing, and then like the sixth round came, and then it just kind of looked like
took a break.
the dark skinned dude kind of figured it out.
Which is Crawford.
Okay, so it looked like Crawford kind of figured it out, and then you had like round 7 and 8, and it looked like Crawford got the upper hand, and then round 9 and 10, it was almost like he had it figured out, and by the 10th round, I think that the Porter just looked defeated. He looked frustrated. He looked like he
was.
his way.
He was frustrated.
Okay, so
Because he
that's
started leaning with his punches, reaching, leaning,
Yeah, so-
lunging.
Porter looked frustrated. Looked like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't look like he had that spark that he had the first 4 or 5 rounds. He looked frustrated. He looked like he just looked like, it's like he almost like he left his skills to try. I'm just gonna try to knock you out, because it's like Crawford just had him figured out. So when he did finally go down, honestly, it just looked like, you know what, he was tired and he couldn't just do everything he was doing in the first few rounds. And that's what it looked like to me. Like I said, I don't watch a lot of boxing, but it just looked like bro just got frustrated and just lost all his skill. And it just didn't look. He didn't look the same. He didn't look as crisp. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see how a team get up big in the first half and then they don't look the same in the second half?
Yeah.
That's exactly how he looked. He looked like he just couldn't finish that fight. And I watched that interview and it literally looked like that's the conversation you have with your son in the locker room, right?
Thank you. Thank you.
You should have had that. But I think what it was his dad was so frustrated that it just came out right then on national TV. But
Jody, this dude said this. His dad said the same thing in the post-fight interview too. That's what's crazy to me.
Right, and so you said the same thing in the
So
post.
you already knew.
And guess what? Your son ain't listening, so now you pissed off. And this is me. And like I said, I don't watch a lot of boxing, but from what I looked at, and I watched the fight over again later on today, it looked like his dad threw in the towel to save face. He was like, my son's about to lose this fight. So instead of him getting his ass knocked out, right, I'm going to just throw in the towel. And that way we can say, I technically didn't lose. They threw in the towel, so he can probably get a rematch.
That makes sense.
It looked like his dad was trying to save face.
The way he explaining it though, Jimmy, the way he explained it though, it does make sense to how his dad responded. You know, because if you're looking at the fight, remember I said in the 6th round, I think Porter took a break.
Mm-hmm.
But in his eyes, he's looking at Porter like he got out of gas. You know what I'm saying? Which you know Porter ain't getting out of
Porter
gas.
not getting out of gas.
No, but
No.
I'm saying, like, in the fight, it kind of looked like, you know what I'm saying? And then you start seeing Crawford muscle him. You know what I'm saying? Like, throwing him around and standing behind him and getting behind his back and stuff. In boxing, you don't never let nobody get behind your back, bro.
Yeah.
How many times did Crawford get behind Porter's back in that fight? Like 4 or 5 times?
Yeah.
4
couple
times? You know what I'm saying? So his daddy looking at and calculating all these things. Now that he said that, the way he said that, and I'm glad you did, because you got me thinking in another perspective, you know, seeing that his dad's probably really looking at him like, man, I might need to protect my son. You know what I'm saying? Because he was getting clean. He was getting hit clean. He got hit a couple times pretty clean in the 9th round. And then he definitely was getting hit clean in the 10th round.
But you want to know why he started getting hit clean?
Frustration.
It's exactly that too, but exactly what Telly said. That fool started reaching. And when he reached,
he
Crawford quit.
He
started lunging.
You're going to pay.
Yeah. You going to pay when you reach like that.
You gonna pay.
But Jody, he was frustrated. I want to say, was it the second or third round when Crawford switched his stance? What round was that? Because y'all noticed he switched his stance.
I don't think I
About the
noticed.
third, I think. It was the
It was-
third. Because
was it the third?
The announcers, I think, because the announcers was talking about it. He started fighting left-handed, like
Yeah.
Left-handed.
Left-handed. That's southpaw, right?
No,
No, that's
left.
orthodox.
Southpaw was the right fist forward. So if
Yeah,
left
but he
handed,
was fighting
with
left.
the left hand. So he
Yeah.
fought southpaw. He switched it up.
yeah,
Yeah, he
fought
switched it up.
southpaw, Yeah.
Yep. And that's what frustrated him because he was eating them up the first 2 rounds, and then when he switched, he had to work because he had to.
was handling that.
No, he still was handling it. Yeah, but I would say this fight, out of all the fights I saw Sean Porter was fighting with this.
Yes,
He was
And
fighting
skill.
different.
Yes,
Yes.
I acknowledge that.
Normally he fight like a street dude.
Yeah, because I seen him coming in, and then he'll like come in, and he'll
Yeah.
and then bam, bam. I'm like, whoa, where this came from?
Yeah, where this came from?
Because he was
Exactly.
slugging it out with Errol Spence. He was
Yeah.
slugging it blow for blow, you know. But I'm like, man, he coming in, he moving, and he bam, bam, bam. I'm like, oh, hold on, he's slipping. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
why-
wow, he looking
you know
really
what?
smooth.
From what it looked like to me, like I said, I don't watch a lot of boxing, but I watched the fight. We all remember when we was in weightlifting class, and the weightlifting coach would tell you, don't lose your fundamentals
Yes.
when it
When
start
you get
getting
fatigued.
heavy,
Yeah.
because that's how you get yourself hurt. It almost
Yeah.
looked like he started getting
That's
frustrated,
good.
and then he stopped his fundamentals.
Good point. It's a good
That's
point.
good.
Because it's like I said, I remember a couple points and he literally just threw this wild behind right hand, and I'm just like, bruh, you leaving yourself wide open for it to get clean. And
That's just
it
like
almost-
But that was the old Sean Porter.
Yeah,
Though.
came back.
That
Just
he
like
came back.
Bud. They brought Bud back.
Yeah.
Bud came out to fight that fight. But
Yeah.
it was Terrence Crawford in the first 5 rounds. Then he turned into Bud around like 7. You know what I'm saying? 7, 8. He started turning to Bud, started muscling people and all kind of stuff. So
But Jody,
He
that
was
was
talking
Sean
about
Porter.
Bud, you know?
That was the street baller Sean Porter that you
Yeah.
saw coming out
Yeah.
when he started doing that crazy stuff.
I'm saying, it just seemed like he lost his fundamentals. Like he started getting frustrated.
And I love the fact that he was doing it for Hagler. Because I don't know if you ever seen Hagler and Hearns 1. That was an explosive fight
Yes.
from round 1. As soon as that bell rung, they hit the center of the ring and it was on.
Yes.
You saw Porter up the back of his
And
pants
I
and
saw
said
that
war.
fight when it happened. Yeah, that's what Hagler had on his stuff back in the day. Man. And I'm looking like, I'm sitting up there like, if it's going to be Hagler Hearns, like, and they didn't disappoint. It was an electrifying fight.
It was a good fight, man. It was a good fight.
It was an electrifying fight.
Hey, I'll tell you
Man,
this.
it was the best fight in a minute.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Other than the Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury fight,
The
this
Broncos?
fight, yeah, the trilogy, that was the best fight of the year, I believe. Even though my man lost, you know what I'm saying? But I believe this was the hardest fight Terrence Crawford ever fought, though.
Yeah, I would have to say
I
that
believe
too.
that was the hardest fight for him because he was getting.
I learned a lot about both of them this
Times you
fight.
seen Terrence get stung like that? You name somebody.
I
who was
haven't.
stinging
That's
him.
what I was saying.
You can't. You can't.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
you
was
name somebody
like,
who's
because he was
stinging
catching
him.
them.
He was
He was
catching
catching
them.
them.
Catching it.
And I think it helped that, actually, that they boys, you learn your
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, they both.
And then you know what your boy can do, what your boy can't do. And I think that helped Porter
one tomorrow.
because he knew how to come at him. He knew, okay,
knew
he
what's
going to do
up.
this. Yeah, he going to do this, or I'm going to do that. But he did get messed up and confused when he switched to southpaw because he did not expect that.
Why
He
not?
didn't expect that.
But why not? He
Why
do it
not?
every
'Cause He
fight.
do it every. Yes.
Every
My
fight he
words
do it.
exactly. He do that every fight, bro.
I know, but
gotta
he
be
looked like
ready
he
for
didn't
the switch
expect
hitter.
that.
You gotta
He
be
look
ready.
like, wait a
Just because of
minute,
your
he-
friend, he not. Just because of your friend, he not gonna switch up. Come on, man.
And and maybe and even the announcer was like, man, maybe the friendship is playing in on it too. Like, man, you gotta get him. Even though that's your guy, you gotta go get him. It's like, yeah.
But this is my question to everybody on here. If y'all was in Sean Porter's shoes, how would y'all feel about y'all dad stopping the fight at that point?
I would have been pissed, first of all, like he was.
I got the perfect reaction for that one, right? Think about it like this. How would we feel about our dad stopping the fight? That's our daddy. We know exactly who he is. The same way we might feel some way about LeVar Ball, but his sons are just like, remember when they asked his son, like, are you surprised your dad did this? And he was like,
nope.
My dad, he's been like this all my life. So
Yeah.
are we surprised that his dad did this? We probably were shocked as hell. Do you think Porter was surprised? Hell no.
I think he was. Did you see his face though?
Bro, Porter looked hurt, bro.
That face
he
looked
was
like I knew I was finna get this. I knew
he looked at his daddy
coming.
for the response, man.
He couldn't believe it.
Porter was the one that said, yeah, he caught me a couple clean times. You know what I'm saying? He gave a valid excuse on why his daddy would stop the fight. And all his daddy had to do was like, yeah, my son, I'm glad you caught that. Something like that, you know, and would have left it alone. You know, that would have been perfect. But since he came out and said for the lack of preparation and the way he cocked his head, he looked at him and Porter's like, what? Like, really? Like, for real? You finna say that? You know what I'm saying? Then he just put his head down. And one thing I respect about Porter, because if it was my dad, you know, now I'm a Christian. You know, I'm born again and set free, like, you know, really in this, you know, and but before, you know, me and my daddy went at it, man. You know what I'm saying? So if it was BC Norris,
BC does.
I probably hit my dad in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. If it was BC Norris,
you would have boxed him. You would have boxed him like he was supposed to do Crawford.
Man, I would hit my dad in the mouth right there. But you know what I'm saying? But you know, now I would have did something like what Porter did, because he respected his daddy, even though he may disagree with what his daddy say. He's not gonna disrespect his daddy. You know what I'm saying? He held his own. That's a strong man, bro. That's a strong man. When you could do something like that, get publicly humiliated by your luck. You know, on the episodes coming up until the fight, you know how close they made the father and son connection between them? You know what I'm saying? Talking about he riding camels in Egypt with my son and jumping out of planes with my son and all this kind of stuff like that. That bond y'all supposed to have, you know what I'm saying? And then to come out and see this and you act out like this, like, wow. It just showed me Sean Porter's character. You know what I'm saying? That he's a very respectful Christian individual. And I respect that, man. And you know, I respect that. I still support him, if, you know, for anything, man. I like that dude, man. But Dad, you were wrong for that.
Let me say this on my part. I don't respect it, and my daddy better not put no junk like that.
Hey.
But because this is my thing. I've saw Porter fight Ugas. I saw him fight Spence,
He fought everyone.
Garcia, Thurman, and guess what? These guys were the punches that he took from Thurman. Let's just say Thurman and Garcia. Man, you didn't stop it then.
Yeah.
But you want to stop it, bro? I saw all these fights, so this is why I question. I saw the punches he took with Thurman and Garcia. That's why I told in our group chat. I said, "Tell it. I want to see that guy's bank account.
Yeah.
I bet you he got a deposit from Top Rank, bro. He got to, bro.
Let me tell you. When he stopped it, when I seen him up on the apron, waving his hand, I looked like he got paid off or something. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, he ran over to Crawford and hugged him.
Yeah, because I'm looking at Sean, he beating on the canvas, and he about to get up, and I'm like, okay, he all right.
Hey,
I'm like, he okay. But then he stopped the fight. I'm like, why? I'm looking like, why you stop the fight?
Listen, I told you why he was saving face. He was like, look, at the end of the day, right? You lost this fight because somebody threw the flag. You lost it because of a technicality. You didn't
Because
technically lose.
both of them was up on the ring. They was both like, no.
So
I'm
hey,
like, man.
listen, Telly, if you was in a fight and I pulled you back, right? Because the police was coming. Can you say I lost that fight because I got whooped? Or I lost that fight because you pulled me back because the police was coming? So
I
ain't
don't
no
think he
telling.
lost this fight. There's the police
I'm
coming.
going to put it to you like this. If I'm ever fighting, don't put your hands on me because you're going to get these too. Because I don't know if you with them or not.
They tell you, man.
I'm telling you, I don't know if you with them or I'm just swinging, Jack. I'm like, and this Jody, my bad, man. Like, I get to go.
Telly, if you get in a fight, brother, it's gonna be 2-on-1 if I'm there. No man left behind. It's 2-on-1. I don't care what it is. It's 2-on-1 now.
Buddy.
And that's
I need you to stay out of it.
here, boy.
I'm gonna need you to stand off to the side though. Make sure nobody else jump. I got this. Like,
Yeah.
I just want y'all to see this. My boy Earl Smith say if I was Sean, I wouldn't pay my daddy.
Straight up.
He said he ain't getting no paycheck.
Straight up.
Oh my god, I was dying when I saw that jump, boy. I'm like,
no.
Hilarious. But did y'all see Earl Spence during the fight though?
Yeah, he looked at him like, wow.
Yeah.
He just left.
Man.
That's my favorite fighter, man. Errol, that's my dude right there.
That's my guy, yes sir.
That's my dude. Hands down, man. And I think he'll beat Crawford.
Yeah, man.
Straight up.
What's up?
I think they're talking about that actually, because I think I just saw something where he just said, Crawford just said, when I was with Bob, he couldn't get me to fight with Spence. And he said, now I'm not with him. How he gonna get me to fight with Spence? He's like, man, I'm gonna go live my life. He's like, man, forget Bob. He said, Bob just talking smack. I'm like, maybe Bob, I don't know.
Now.
But he did say in the interview after the fight in the ring, he was talking about Spence can with his tail between his legs and all this kind of stuff. If you want to fight me, he was naming all these other dudes and he threw Spence in there too. I'm like, man, well, if these dudes can get it, they running from you. Spence trying to fight you, bro.
What you about to say, Jody?
I say you had me on a scare Thursday night. I messed around and looked at the fantasy stats, and you was up 70-0, and then I looked early this day, and then you was up like 99 to 21, and I was like, oh Lord, I know Jim Boy ain't finna do me like that today.
Oh Jesus, you whooping my tail.
Yeah, you know what though? All honesty, Jared Goff is all yours, buddy.
Nah, I'm good now.
I cut him today, right? And I'm gonna tell you, right? So Cam Newton had like a 92-point fantasy day today.
What?
Oh, Cam went off today.
Yeah, he did. I didn't get to watch none of the games, man.
Cam went off today.
Yeah, he had 200.
He was geeked to be back in Carolina.
Yeah, he had 200 yards throwing. He had 50 yards rushing, and he had 3 total touchdowns. And the crazy part about it,
How many had throwing?
He had 200.
250, 200.
200. But my whole thing was this, right? As soon as I got the notification that Cam was going back to Carolina, I picked Cam up off of waivers, right? I picked Cam up because he was a free agent. And I BS you not. I say maybe less than 10 minutes later, I get a phone call from Mr. Strong right here, ready to negotiate. I got a phone call from Jimmy. Jimmy's ready to negotiate.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Cam a hot tamale right now.
I mean, we'll see. We will see.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He a hot tamale right now, boy.
Yeah, but bro, I wouldn't be able to look my daddy in the face, dog.
No, man.
I'd be hot. But let's talk about before we go. All right, Spence already said he has 1 or 2 more fights left until he goes to 154. Mm-hmm. Crawford just said that he's gonna go to 154. So I don't think they're gonna meet at 147. I think they're gonna meet at 154.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Would it be a better fight? It's like, what's their natural weight? Because I've seen dudes go up and down in weights, and it look weird when you have dudes go down and they get real slim, or you get dudes that go up in weight to try to get a belt, and sometimes it just looks weird to me. Like when Conor McGregor went down to like 145 for whatever fight he was doing, it's like, bro, that don't look like your natural weight.
Yeah.
And you keep going out there getting whooped, and it's just like, well, you need to stick with your natural weight. Y'all be
I think
up and down 15, 20 pounds, and then wonder why it don't work out. Like, not everybody can handle that type of.
But boxing, a lot of people, bro, you got people that walk around at 200 pounds like Gervonta Tank Davis, and he fights at 135, 140. So it happens a lot in boxing. It's crazy how many people. I think Spence walk around at like 175, 160-ish.
Yeah.
So it ain't really, if it'll benefit Spence more if they fight at 154.
Because Crawford's going up. So I don't think he walk around with that much weight.
I think Crawford could be a lot bigger than what we giving him, because he look at his frame. Really look at his frame, man. The man long, he's big, you know what I'm saying? I think Crawford can walk around 180, you know what I'm saying? 180.
You gotta be able to carry it.
Yeah. You know, I don't think they used to carrying that like that to fight like that, you know. But
because that's what happened to Wilder. He got heavier, and he didn't look right. He didn't look like himself. He couldn't carry it.
Well, another thing too, he had too much head of steam moving into the fight. He wasn't relaxed. He was too tight, and he burnt himself out. With Wilder, he was too
both
excited.
fights. The last two fights, he wasn't relaxed. You can tell, like, the dude ain't relaxed. You got to relax. You know, Fury was relaxed.
He was relaxed.
He's singing, he dancing,
loose.
Yeah.
But
In the back of even in the back, he's sitting back with his feet up, like.
Like, man, you can't get no more relaxed than that.
And I'm like, that dude gonna win. Yeah, I'm like, that dude gonna win because he relaxed.
Yeah, I seen it in the first round. I was like, man, you know, I was hyped up. I'm sitting right next to Jimmy, and we watching the fight. We talking about the Wilder fight.
Okay.
Remember when I said I was like, man, he too stiff.
Yeah.
Wilder, I was like, man, he too stiff, bro. Look at him, he tight. Because he got all that rage from all that stuff that he was saying. I'm holding on to it, so when I let it go, you held on to it, man. You should have let it go, bro. You should have loosened up and let it go, bro.
he should have stayed at 115 like he normally was.
Yeah,
but
he was swole now. He was intimidating. Dude looked like a beast.
I think he was intimidating at 215.
He burnt out though.
Yeah, he needs this
for
break.
you to be that small, knocking cats out left and right.
Yeah,
you didn't have to do all that.
You didn't have to do all that.
Don't worry, he'll be back.
Mighty Mouse.
He'll be back to knocking people
Mighty
out.
Mouse. What about this dude Jerome Ennis? Jaron Ennis? Y'all heard about him?
No.
Jerron, he
Ennis.
is man.
I'm surprised.
Wait a minute, is that the dude people keep talking about, the next great heavyweight?
No. He had 147. That boy there, he's sick.
They talking about another
wanna
dude at
fight him.
heavyweight.
Nobody want to fight this dude, bro. Look him up.
Sean Porter said Sean Porter already said he never gonna fight him. Danny Garcia said that he doesn't want to fight him.
None of them want to fight. They don't want to get. He's like 26-0 with like 24 knockouts or something like that.
Something like that.
Oh wow,
it's something like that.
Wow, what a knockout ratio!
Nobody want to fight him, bro.
Jimmy, I got a question.
What's up?
So even though I know how you feel about these gentlemen, would you ever watch the Paul brothers if they actually fought an actual boxer?
No.
Like they fought a
I
real
already told Telly.
No, not even if they fought a real
Well,
boxer.
No, I didn't watch the. I
One
didn't watch
of
it when
them-
he fought Floyd. I
But
didn't
that
watch
was
that.
an exhibition match.
I'm trying to put this
They
Or
was
like a
doing-
real
Floyd did that
live,
for
like
you.
real deal
Yeah.
fight.
Like let's be real. Floyd is what 5'7", 5'8", 140 pounds.
Yeah.
Jake Paul is sitting at 6'2", 6'1",
Yeah.
at like 210. So we know that wasn't a real match.
I
That
never
was
will.
That was just some BS. I'm talking
I'll
about.
watch it though.
I never give him my
talking
time or my
One
money.
of them is.
I'm talking
I ain't
about
give
if
him my
he,
money.
One of 'em-
I'll check him out now.
if he actually fought somebody his size and his age with a decent record, you wouldn't watch it at all.
Nope. You know what?
watch
Let me
I
tell you,
will watch
one of them
something.
fighting Mike Tyson.
I will
One
watch
of them
this.
fighting Mike Tyson.
Clarissa
Hold on, one of
Shields.
them fighting Mike Tyson.
Yes, one of them actually fighting Mike Tyson.
It better be
He
Jake.
challenged
Paul.
Mike. He
That's
challenged
crazy.
Mike Tyson,
Old man.
and Mike
That don't mean they
Tyson said
fighting, though.
yes. They fighting.
I believe they fight.
Tyson ain't
I believe they
Mike
fight when I
called
see
him.
the flyer.
I thought Mike called him out.
But
it's all the flyer. It's all over there, dude.
I want to
I've
see
seen the
Jake
flyer.
Paul versus Clarissa Shields. Clarissa Shields says she'll give that joker $100,000 to
I heard
fight
about
her.
that.
Now that I'll watch because Clarissa's gonna eat that joker alive. That's a promise. That girl there, she's sick, boy.
Oh,
Her nickname T-Rex.
She
You,
is,
you,
but-
you ever saw her fight? Telly?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Truth.
Yeah.
She the truth.
That's why I said.
Truth, boy. She a
That's
bully,
why
man.
I said, man, it would have been a good fight between her and Layla Ali.
Ooh. Ooh.
I don't know if I'm gonna say all that though, Telly.
Hey, let me tell you something. Layla ain't no joke, dog.
But Layla like 50 something though, ain't her?
Layla old.
No, she in her
Layla got to
40s.
be like in her 40s or something like that.
She in her 40.
Yeah.
Layla say
Maybe
she
late
will
30s.
fight her.
She
Right now.
Layla Ali. Layla said she will fight her.
Yeah, Layla said she will fight her
How
right
old
now.
is Layla Ali?
Yeah, Layla.
She 43.
See, she younger than me.
Hey, supposedly it's
She born in
in
December.
February of 2022.
Who?
Mike Tyson versus Logan Paul, I believe.
Well, y'all tell me how it goes.
Told you.
September 22.
February.
22.
February. Oh.
Around the corner.
Y'all
Hey,
tell
I'm
me how
trying to
it
watch
goes.
that though.
Jimmy, come on.
Thank
Now, I
you.
tell you what, Jimmy.
I'm trying to see it.
Jimmy,
Yes,
I
sir.
come,
Mike
I come
Tyson.
over and we can watch it together.
No, I'm not watching.
Jimmy, come
Man,
on,
you
Jimmy.
might as well
I just
come
think
watch
it's so disrespectful to listen. The
To
boxing is
boxers?
already going through enough. We're going through because the best don't want to fight the best. The UFC, you got the best fighting the best.
Well, at least somebody fighting. You know what I'm saying? Watch the fight. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know,
Like-
it's just like this. It's just like this. You know how like you in school, right? And you got
gave you a pen.
two big dudes. You know what I'm saying? You in the fight hyped up
Put
in
it
school.
back.
Everybody know they finna fight. Everybody want to see they fight, right? But then you get these two little skinny little jits, you know, whatever that nobody really know of, and they talking about they finna fight. But everybody show up that they fight too. Like, because they finna fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
Right.
you don't really get to see a fight off.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
finna
we
go-
gonna
you
we
finna
gonna
fight,
we gonna
okay,
watch
cool.
two we gonna watch two people throw hands. We don't give a damn who it is.
Yeah, okay. You finna
Hey,
go
you
ahead.
can-
I'm trying to see.
And you can put two paraplegics in the ring. We gonna watch and
I'm
see
really
what
gonna
happens.
watch
bro.
that.
We gonna kill. We gonna watch.
Man, it been plenty of
Man,
times
I'm
I've been
praying,
flipping
but-
through the channels. Be like, oh man, it's a fight on. Who is these
Wow.
guys? I don't care. They boxing.
Listen,
Yeah.
that's how you know you done. That's how you know you done came home too late when it's two white dudes boxing on ESPN. Like, damn, you know it's late. Two white dudes boxing, but I'ma still watch it though. I'ma still watch it though. Don't matter. I'ma still watch it, but you know you out late then.
Yeah. Hey man, but that's just
Doesn't
how it is,
fight,
though.
it's
Jimmy,
a
look at
fight.
it like that. You know what I'm saying? Have a little fun, man. Y'all always want to be all serious and stuff.
Nah, I
That's-
can't,
hey,
bro. That's
that's
disrespectful, dog. That's
That's
disrespectful.
No, first of all, it's disrespectful. You right. I want to see Mike Tyson blast him.
Yeah.
That's why I'm watching it.
I watched the
wanna
highlights
see
then.
Mike
How about
Tyson
that?
blast him.
Jimmy,
I'll
no,
take
you
that.
gotta, you
I'll
gotta,
take
watch,
that.
you gotta
I'll
watch
take
the
that.
fight, Jimmy.
I watched the
Jimmy-
highlights, man.
Cause that's Mike Tyson, bro. He might be an old man, but
Yeah.
I feel. How you feel about the Roy Jones Mike Tyson fight though?
I like Kobe.
Man, that
There's
was
some
heat.
stuff with that too now.
It was exactly what we
'Cause
thought it was.
There you go. What Jody
Roy,
said.
It was exactly what we
Yeah.
thought it was gonna be.
I think
It
Roy
was-
let off
that's
the gas.
because
Cause
he didn't let off the gas. He got hurt. He said it. He said them body shots was killing him. Yeah, he said
Roy.
the body shots was killing
Roy,
him.
I felt like
Roy.
Roy.
Roy came to his senses after like the second round and was like, all right, I'm just gonna pretty much like
Mike
finesse
could have
this.
knocked Roy out, but he
Hey, we're gonna
couldn't.
finesse this for the rest.
He
of
had
this
so
fight
many
and make it look
openings.
good. Roy came to his senses
Mike
real
hitting,
quick.
boy.
Like, nah, we ain't doing this no more.
Yeah,
We doing this.
I saw Mike training. I was like, ooh, that
Yeah.
old man still got them quick hands.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
he
still
still
quick.
got them quick hands.
Yeah, and
At
feet,
53, I was like,
too. And feet.
yeah,
He
I'm like,
moving,
ooh.
man. He moving. I'm like, yeah.
I think he rejuvenated. He rejuvenated. Mike
I
would.
don't know. He's smoking too much
You
weed
know.
now, so I don't know. He on that
Mike
reefer
say he
now.
feel like he.
Might be slow now.
Mike can step up in there. Mike say he feel like he making step up in there. And
Yeah.
hey, and I say, look, if Bernard Hopkins can knock people out at 50,
Mm.
George Foreman knock people out at 50, Mike Tyson can too.
Yep.
All it can take is one punch.
All it does.
Pow.
Listen,
True.
like I said, I was a young cat when Mike was out boxing, but I remember one time I was watching this fight, and I don't know who it was. I think it was that white boy from UK or whatever, and Mike hit that nigga with a body shot. And I'm talking about Bruce.
And
Hey,
dude
and he
fell
went to his
down.
corner, and he went to his corner, and Bruce said, "No, I'm good," and walked out the ring. I said, "Damn." I said,
Who,
"You know
who
what?
was this? Who was this?
But Jimmy
dude-
says Mike Tyson don't have a one-hitter quitter. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yep.
what fights have you been watching?
Whoa. You said
Yep.
no more?
No, he meant even back in his
Even
day.
back then. Yep, I said it.
Hold on. Jimmy's logic is Mike Tyson never hit anybody with one punch and dropped them. It was always a combo.
Shit.
It was always.
It was always combos.
That's what. So you're not knocking his one hit power.
No, I'm not knocking his power. I'm
Okay.
saying when he knocked people out, it's only combos. And I was saying with Wilder,
That's how he.
I seen Wilder do so many people with one punch.
You know what?
Literally.
You know
Uppercut.
what?
The difference
I'm
between
like this.
Wilder and Tyson had way more skill than Wilder had.
Way more skill, hands down.
Tyson
Hands
had
down.
way more skill than Wilder had.
Because Tyson's arms are not as long as Wilder. With Wilder,
Yeah.
I've seen him. Wilder hit somebody, and Wilder throw that ugly little haymaker punch. And the thing is, Wilder hit you, and these brothers be falling back. So that gives Wilder some time to kind of throw his hands back and take that step back to kind of see what they do. Tyson, every time he knocked somebody out like that, he was always right up on them.
Yeah.
So it was like Tyson, I've seen the fights and the highlights where Tyson hit the nigga with one punch and dude's falling. But
Yeah.
Tyson come back with like one or two more while he falling. Or like,
Show me.
That's what it is.
Show me.
Show me.
I don't believe nothing that y'all saying right now,
What
god dog.
is going
Shoot.
on?
You heard
you
what I
better go
said.
look.
Mike,
He had,
Mike
let me
hit
tell
him,
you,
Mike hit him and then put him on the ropes.
show me.
Yes.
Mike hit him and put him on the ropes.
Show me an
And then, like-
uppercut. Show me somebody uppercut more dangerous than Tyson. That boy blast you with that
Nobody.
uppercut.
Nobody.
Man, that
thing
was
coming
it.
from the upper
No,
room,
not now that uppercut
Right.
was sick.
That thing coming from
Man,
that-
he come like,
Dude,
wow.
The uppercut was sick. I ain't never seen nobody with an uppercut like his though.
he got torque, man.
But no, you know what?
I mean-
You want to know who got an uppercut similar to his? Triple G.
Triple G? Nah. He got a good uppercut, but not like Tyson.
I said
Tyson
similar.
driving his-
I ain't say
You know
like
who
Tyson. I
uppercut-
said
You know
similar.
who uppercut similar to him?
Ooh.
That dude that Devontae Davis for the fight. Cruz.
I never
Check
saw
out
Cruz
him.
fight, so I
Now,
don't
you
know.
got, bruh, this dude is a. I'm surprised David took this fight because this is a real fight. He fighting a bull now. You know what I'm saying? Like he fighting a real live. This dude knocking people out first, second round, like water. You know what I'm saying? Like he's really he the truth. Check him out, man. You gotta look up his little highlight, look up his video, watch
I
his
will.
fights. Because dude, he got some skill. He get hit, but he coming in with real power. This dude thick, he's really on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he took a risk, man, by taking this dude, man.
Before we go, do we think this pay-per-view is worth it with Tank Davis?
Yeah,
Because
it's Tank.
for $60,
You see-
because
Hey,
I don't care.
I put in. You know what I'm saying?
How about that?
You got to outsmart the system now. You know, you can't be just throwing it all at once. Man, people got to put in around here, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I won't pay 60 myself, but I'll put in.
You know
But
what I'm saying? I put in.
not for Deontay Wilder. I'll pay $60 for any Deontay Wilder fight.
I ain't paid for that either. I get all mine for free.
That's what I did. I put in.
What you said, Jody?
I said, Jimmy, I love you, bro. I love you like a brother, but yeah, you sleep. I'm watching some of these, and it's one of them ones where like I just seen one where he was like he had the one hand, he was kind of tip, and I guess dude bit and Tyson can't cross and bop, and dude hit the floor. Dude hit the floor. And then he had one where they were just kind of interlocked with each other, and it wasn't really nothing being thrown, and then Tyson just come with a boot real quick and drop him.
Yep.
Now I'm watching some of these. I'm watching some of these knockouts, bro. It's some pitter patter and a straight cleaning these niggas, bro. He's straight cleaning these dudes.
Yeah, with combinations. Yeah, I know.
Jim, ain't no combinations.
Combination. I don't know combination.
With combinations.
Combination, man. If you showing, boom. That's not a combination, bro.
That's not a
Mike Tyson, he was
That's
that.
not a combo.
Mike Tyson hit you with that body. Then he do a little move, pop, or hit you with that little uppercut.
Dixie roll, and then boom. You
But
know,
no,
Yeah.
But it's not just with pop, one punch.
Jimmy. So what
setting him up.
It's like he
setting
had
him
his
up.
glove out, and he's kind of showing, trying to feel him out. And then
How many times? Okay, let's just give it to you. How many times did he do it though?
I'm watching 10 of his one-hitter quitters, bro, and I'm on number 4. And it
I doubt he got 10. I doubt he got 10. I don't believe
they all
it.
seen the same thing, bro.
You've never seen the Mike Tyson knockout video?
I've
man.
seen all of that.
so
I've
many.
seen all of that. Coach A sent it to me. You sent it to
got
me,
so
and
many.
I've seen it.
You know
I've seen it.
those symptoms when your eyes don't want you tell your eyes not to see certain things. That's what's going
They're
on
like,
with Jimmy.
his eyes
what
are
I'm
telling
saying?
him
I'm
not
looking
to
at
see
it. No, you
Deontay
ain't.
Wilder get whooped.
Hey, but D, let me tell you the moral of the story here.
Yes, sir.
Ask these young brothers here.
Here we go.
I see things that people don't see,
Oh,
and they never see it right then.
okay.
But later down the line, they come back and like, oh, you know what? Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, I be sitting back like, I told y'all jokers that way back yonder. But they don't listen to me though. I'm crazy.
Once.
I'm crazy though.
Once.
Well, Teller, you just came to the picture. You got to talk to people like Nick and Brandon and them.
Listen. Every once in a while he do it, and I'm like, Jimmy, remember what you was talking about a while ago? You crazy as hell.
But see, that's the thing. You couldn't see Wilder getting beat, and I saw it, and I was like,
No, I could see Wilder getting beat, but I'm gonna tell you that he's not though, because I'm gonna stand by my guy.
That's the same thing
that
going on
horrible
with his eyes
excuse,
sometimes.
that
You
horrible
don't wanna
excuse
see
he
it.
had the second time he got his ass whooped. I had on too much headgear.
Hey,
So
whoa,
what?
whoa,
You're supposed to be a professional
He
athlete.
ain't say
and you
that.
out here
Come on,
worried
Jody,
about
stop it.
No.
Stop it, Jody. Stop
Yeah.
it.
Jimmy.
yeah, he did.
Stop
He
it,
said his
Jody.
costume was too heavy.
Oh my God!
He said
See,
his
y'all
He said
know
his
what to do.
costume was heavy.
See, I'm about to
said
kick
that?
y'all off the podcast right now. Don't y'all be talking bad about my dude now.
Jimmy, Wilder, because they talked about
We
it.
quoting
They
him.
talked about it on Undisputed. Even
Okay,
Skip,
let me. Can I help you out though? Can I help you out?
I'm listening. Talk to
Because
me.
I'm gonna tell you when it comes to Wilder and Spence.
Yeah.
I know all of their inner circle. Well, not personally, but I follow all of these guys, and I see all of their interviews. I make it a point that I see all of their interviews. The reporter that on ESPN that put that out about his costume didn't even get an interview with Deontay Wilder.
Wow.
That's what it was. He didn't get an interview.
That means
No.
that's hearsay.
He was trying to. One of Deontay Wilder brothers said that the reporter was there. He was somewhere in the room. He was kind of like eavesdropping, but Deontay Wilder only gave one interview that day because he had something to do. That guy didn't get an interview, the guy that put it out. But you see how the story took off and ran, and this guy didn't even get an interview. So, and then Wilder came out and he said, no, I didn't say that was the reason why I lost. But he said, but I did say that costume was too heavy. Because he said it was a 40-pound costume. He said it's the heaviest I ever had. He did say that. He said, I never said that's why I lost.
Mm-hmm.
Point taken.
And that's out of Deontay Wilder's mouth.
That's fine.
So don't he gonna knock the next guy out.
I think it's Andy Ruiz. I think they talking about putting him in the ring. I think they talking about putting him in the ring with Ruiz.
I tell you what, you know who
Didn't he already whoop
Ruiz?
Well, that was Anthony Joshua.
He never fought him. Yeah, that was Anthony Joshua.
I want to see Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder fight. I want to see it because
Joshua will beat him. Joshua will beat him.
Listen, because Joshua was that dude until he got whooped out by that fat Mexican.
That's Andy Ruiz.
That's who. That's Andy Ruiz.
Hey, look,
Norris. You see what I be dealing with Telly over here?
Now I'm understanding now. What's going on? Hold on. Whoa. Listen.
So listen. Who y'all got? Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. Because both of these cats done hit the match.
I got Joshua.
Deontay.
I got Joshua.
I got Wilder.
Listen.
Once Joshua get hit, he gets scared and soft. That's what happened when the first time he fought on Andy Ruiz. He had to go and get some mental training from his trainer to come and psych him up to fight again and to actually fight Ruiz the second time. He had to come back and win the second time. They didn't fight a third time, which I believe they should have. You know what I'm saying? But if Anthony Joshua fight Deontay Wilder and Deontay hit him with that bomb, boy, I'm telling you, that man be scared to move. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be you know how what's his name was what's his name Vereen or whatever the big dude with the dreads when Wilder was hitting him.
Stavern, the Haitian guy. Oh my goodness, boy!
Hey, Jet was running.
Woo!
Hey, now I watched that fight, and I can tell you right now, I was like, bruh, and I watched all the post game. I was like, boy, you talked a lot of shit.
You talked.
Deontay Wilder went out there and put hands on you. I'm talking about, and then he did him so dirty too. Like, first of all, the ref lame as hell. Cause after that first knockdown, he should have just called that fight. But for the fact that he let Buddy get up and had Deontay Wilder come across the ring and he hit him with that. Boom. And I was just like, man, you lame. You knew that was gonna happen. I don't know why you even let that go on like that.
That's heavyweight though. They let them boys fight in heavyweight, man.
Hey, he leaned Good Buddy though. I was like, damn, he didn't even have to do Good Buddy like that. He grinned.
Oh, yes, he did.
Yeah, he grinned. I mean, I see why he did him like that though. Buddy was talking shit.
But now the second fight, he knocked this dude out. Stavern was like this. Deontay hit him through the glove and knocked him out. I said, what the heck is this?
You seen how he fell?
Yeah. I'm like, this is crazy, bro.
Well, he got power. That's no doubt.
Hey, before we end, y'all keep talking. I got one more thing I want us to talk about. Then this it. I just need to load it real quick. Hold on.
He got power, but he just need to learn how to use his jab to set up.
He don't box. He has trouble with boxers. He's
not boxing. I'm not gonna give him. My boy is not boxing. He coming to street fighting.
Deontay Wilder will never impress me until he do two things. Until he make a nigga walk out of the ring like Tyson did.
He did.
He dropped somebody with a body. He did.
You didn't see it? The one dude, they was like, he finna fight. They rang the bell, ding ding, dude stepped through the ropes and walked out.
That wasn't for Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, it was. That was for Wilder.
That was for Ndongu or whatever his name is.
No, that was for Wilder.
Something.
He said the bell said ding ding, round one. Dude stepped through the ropes and was like, and walked back to the locker room.
Yo, that's hey man. I heard. So I think that was something wrong with he was mad because of the pay or something like that.
Yeah, he was mad about his pay, and he just.
But you look scared on camera though.
Yeah, he looked scared. and he was gonna get whooped though. I looked at him. I was like, yeah, you about to get whooped,
You
man.
out of there.
You did the right thing. he, he, he's- he said, I'm not gonna get beat up for this little money. You gotta
No.
pay me to get my butt
Yeah.
whooped.
Yeah. Man.
Hey, I'm watching this low.
I tell you, Joe, look it up. He walked straight
Hey,
out.
He
I'm
walked
watching
straight. It
this-
said ding ding ding. He said, okay. My boy hit the eject button.
Yeah, he stepped through. I don't even know if he boxed anymore. I'm like, I think his
don't
career was
I think his
over
boxing
after
career is
that.
over with. Ain't nobody finna bet on you. You done.
I'm watching this clip where he fought the dude Ortiz.
Oh, King Kong?
Bing!
Yeah, King
What's
Kong
that?
Ortiz.
Hey, he
Wilder Ortiz.
dropped him with one hit. Dang.
But check this out. Before we leave,
Yeah.
the WBC had one of their conventions last week, and Logic. Hold on, Logic said other than Crawford, who gave Porter the toughest fight, Thurman. Oh, okay. Yeah, Logic. If you're watching, yeah. But the WBC, this is. Can y'all see that?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
see a little.
This is their new scoring card. They got the name of the boxer versus the name of the boxer. They have the points in the round. And then underneath, right here, I don't know if y'all can see my mouse.
No.
They have.
No.
Let me try.
You see
How can
referee deduction.
Let me try to see how I can. All right, at the four boxes the five boxes that they have down there is
Close, moderate.
they have to give a reason why they gave the person a round. And they gave the person a round or whatever case. And one of the boxes says a close fight, moderate, decisive, extreme, or knockdown. They got them giving reasons why they scored it the way that they scored it in a 10-point system. And I saw that. I said that's a great step in the right direction for boxing. That's a great step in the right direction for boxing. How y'all fellas feel on that?
I think some clarity is good because I've seen some of the things where it looked at very one-sided, and then the ref score it and it'd be way close, and I'm like, bro, you was straight putting paws on dude. How you scored that a 95 to 96? Like it looked like Buddy was gonna get boxed out the ring. So I think them putting an explanation on it, I think that makes it gives it a lot more clarity on why somebody won a round. So that'll be good. Now, will those be public information for after the fight?
All of them. You can look all the scorecards up.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Then if it's public information, then I like the clarity of it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, you could go to Google, look up the scorecards. Yeah.
Oh,
After
yeah.
a fight.
It's public knowledge because it would have came in handy for that Plant Canelo fight because they were straight lying. I'm like, Canelo didn't win all those rounds.
He did.
Like,
I need
not
to look
that
those
many.
up. Thank you. I need to look those up.
I think it's an opportunity to hold the referees a little bit more accountable. You know, by allowing them to kind of explain what the reasoning for that round is. You know, but do they have to continue to like switch the papers for each round?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, I think that's a good opportunity to hold the judges more accountable, you know, for the decisions.
Yeah.
But you don't really hear too much flack against the judges' decisions in a fight based on the film and what their analytical analysis is, you know. So I don't know what's up with that or how that works, but I do believe it's at least a start, you know what I'm saying, in the right direction for them to express why they felt like that round was won. Because I don't know what the old judge cards looks like, you know.
It's just they got one card with all the rounds, and then they just got the numbers. They just put 10-9, 10-8.
No.
That's it.
Yeah. No. I like that. I like the new one better.
Yeah. So let's just hope the WBO and IBF and all these guys, let's just hope that they adopt this for all of their fights as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but closing thoughts before we head out from anybody.
I think that if
Yeah.
I want to see Anthony Joshua fight Deontay Wilder, and if Anthony Joshua wants to win, I think he need to throw a little dad gut that seems to get under Deontay Wilder. He can't beat nobody with a gut. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury put them paws on him with that bald head and gut. Joshua need to shave that head and get a little baby gut. And I think you might have that one in the bag, big home.
Yeah, but Tyson, that boy, he could box though. He's something.
Tyson
He's
got
something
hands.
special. He's something special.
Tyson
Boy.
got hands, bro, and feet.
And feet to beat 300 pounds, man.
Yes.
Shoot.
Yes. He's moving the
Yeah,
best
well-
out of any heavyweight I've seen.
Yeah, well, I think AJ can beat him too.
Oh no.
All right, guys, time to end the show.
I feel like I'm gonna close out. Okay. My thing is, I believe Deontay Wilder is still the best fighter in the world. He just need to fight. He needs to get back in the game. You know what I'm saying? And get another opportunity to face Tyson Fury again. You know what I'm saying? Don't know if that's gonna happen, but he needs to get. He's trying to come back, so that he just need to readjust what he got to do. You know. Second, with all those fighters we were talking about, you know, I'm really excited for what the boxing world's got going right now, because now, especially with the Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence fight coming up, boy, I'm so excited about seeing when I hope the paperwork drops soon and he wants to get in the camp soon, because I'm excited. When they start trading, I'm gonna start trading. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be Jimmy. I'm telling you now, I'm being shaped now. So
hey, I'm coming to meet up with you and Sal. Give me pretty soon.
Yes, sir.
I'm coming.
Yes, sir. You know, I just got some gloves and a heavy punching bag and everything too. So I'm about to get back in it again with the training wise, you know. But yeah, man, it's gonna get really interesting, the boxing world. You know, I'm excited for Canelo. I want to see that fight with the big dude. I want to see how that play out, because I don't know how Canelo will be able to do with somebody bigger than him like that. You know, he fought a lot of fighters he fight are bigger than him. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not really that much smaller than him. If you really look at it, if you disagree, hey, that's cool. But he's not gonna be able to bully this big dude. He's gonna have to really show a lot of skill, which he has. But sometimes brute strength will defeat somebody with skill. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes brute strength will beat somebody with skill.
Sometimes.
So you know, I know that from experience. You know, you know, sometimes you just gotta be out strong. You know,
them Charlo boys do it all the time.
Whoa, hold on. You know,
Yeah.
you just gotta eat them and then bomb. You know, it's just the way it is. You know, I think Deontay Wilder need to learn that lesson too, because he don't like to be hit. He's not used to really being hit. He's used to hitting.
Yep.
So if he get used to being hit, then when somebody punch me, you keep your eyes open, you still seeing it, and it's not phasing you. You know what I'm saying? To be hit, that's a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? Because most people, when they get punched, they close their eyes and they try to move and all. But if you can roll and look and keep your eyes open and see, you're on a whole nother level up here. You know, which will make you more powerful in the game of fighting. You know. But yeah, man, on them notes, man, I'm excited to see that. Thank you, Jimmy, for having us, you know, having me. We gotta
come back, man. You gotta come back.
Man, Jody, I seen you on a couple other things. You're funny, dude. You know what I mean? For sure. I'll be back, man. Y'all keep it up.
Come check us out Tuesday. We gonna we gonna cut up on Tuesday. Come check us out Tuesday.
For sure. I see what's up, man.
When he say cut up, they really gonna cut up. Like, he mean what he say.
All right, tell him, man. You take it easy too.
All right,
man.
you too, man.
It was a blessing.
Yeah, same to
All
you,
right,
man.
everybody, thank y'all for joining us once again. And listen, like we do say every single episode, anybody that's out there that's boxers, that start trying to learn about boxing or start boxing, you know somebody that knows somebody, listen, let us know. We would love to talk to them. We would love to get their perspective on how they look at fights and everything, and some of the training things that they do, who they look up to. We want to know all that. But listen, Chef Jimbo signing off. Uncle Pudge, my boy Norris. my boy Mr. CM Jody Hendricks. And listen, we'll catch y'all Tuesday 8:30, Real Talk Tuesday. Friday is 6, right?
That's 6, yeah.
Six for Coach H and Chef
Impact,
Melissa,
yeah.
Impact. Saturdays, 9 a.m. The whole crew gonna be here, family talk.
Okay.
And listen,
Impact
let's
shirt.
huh? Oh yeah, oh man,
I'm
oh
geared
yeah,
up.
we gotta get you on Impact, yeah.
I got the merch. Don't make me go over there and pull it out.
Listen, hey, we all us gonna have to get on there. All us gonna have to get on,
Bet.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but man, hey, we signing off, everybody. Thank y'all once again.
Sir.
And we'll talk. I'm trying to
Phones on
think.
us?
Oh,
Yeah.